Hi, let's discuss example 2 of analyzing a non-recursive algorithm. In previous lecture, I already discussed how to analyze non-recursive algorithm with one example. Let's discuss second example. It is element uniqueness problem. One array is given, whether it contains unique element or not, that will check through a algorithm. So algorithm unique element one array is given, index start from 0 to n minus 1. For I 0 to n minus 2 do. For j I plus 1 to n minus 1 do. If ai equals to aj, return false, means it is not unique, else return true. So this is the algorithm for checking uniqueness problem. Let me explain this algorithm through an example that you can understand. This is a array having 5 element, n equals to 5. Index start from 0 till n minus 1, so 4. Now for I 0 to n minus 2, so initially I is 0, then j will be I plus 1 to n minus 1. So first j will be 1, 0 plus 1 it will be 1. We'll check if ai equals to aj. We'll check each a0 equals to a of 1. A of 0 is what? 5. A of 1 is what? 3. Is 5 equals to 3? No. Then j value will increase. J will be 2. Again we'll check is 5 equals to 2. Is a0 equals to a2? No. Then j value will increase. It will be 3. Now we'll check is a0 equals to a of 3. Is 5 equals to 5? Yes. So when it match will return false. This array is not unique. It contain equal element. Here you can see this 5 and this 5 are equal. And here what is the basic operation? Basic operation is this comparison. If ai equals to aj, that is the basic operation, we are comparing for every iteration. And how many times we are doing this comparison? It not only depends on n, also it depends on whether equal element present or not present. If present, then at which position it is present. Means it depends on worst case, best case or average case scenario. What will be worst case? If array is the unique, then that will be the worst case scenario. And if equal element is present, array is not unique, that will be the best case scenario. So let me find worst case scenario. We know that running time will not exceed from worst case running time. So I'll find the worst case running time for this example. So you can write C host of n, then sum I 0 to n minus 2. For this for loop, I range from 0 to n minus 2. That's why we can write I 0 to n minus 2. Then sum j I plus 1 to n minus 1, 1. 1 due to this basic operation. And j value range from I plus 1 to n minus 1. That's why we are writing I plus 1 to n minus 1. So first we'll evaluate this part. We know what is the formula. It is upper limit minus lower limit plus 1. What is upper limit here? Upper limit is n minus 1. What is lower limit? I plus 1. So minus I plus 1, it will be minus I minus 1. Then plus 1 due to this. Now this minus 1 plus 1 will be cancelled. We'll get n minus 1 minus I. Again that we can split with two sum operation. We can write like this. So n minus 1, that is a constant, I is not here. We can write sum I range from 0 to n minus 2, n minus 1 minus I range from 0 to n minus 2, I. And this is a constant, we can take into left side. We can write n minus 1, this is a constant, I equals to 0 to n minus 2 sum of 1 minus sum I equals to 0 to n minus 2 I. Let me first evaluate this. We know the formula upper limit minus lower limit plus 1. Upper limit is n minus 2 minus 0 plus 1. So minus 2 plus 1, it will be n minus 1. Previously there is another n minus 1. So n minus 1 multiplication n minus 1, it will be n minus 1 power 2. Next we will evaluate this. We know the formula I range from 0 to n I, that is nothing but n into n plus 1 divided by 2. and here it is given n minus 2, so we'll write n minus 2 in place of n, then n minus 2 plus 1, so n minus 2 plus 1 divide 2. After simplification we'll get n minus 2 multiplication minus 2 plus 1, it will be minus 1, so n minus 1 divided by 2. So finally we'll get n minus 1 square minus n minus 2 multiplication n minus 1 divided by 2. Now this thing we can write as 2 into n minus 1 whole square minus n minus 2 multiplication n minus 1 divided by 2. And we can take n minus 1 as a common. So let me take n minus 1 as a common. After taking n minus 1, we'll get here another n minus 1. So 2 into n, 2n minus 2. And here after taking this n minus 1, we'll get n minus 2. So minus n, then minus 2 minus, it will be plus 2. So we'll get plus 2 divided by 2. Now this minus 2 plus 2 will be cancelled. 2n minus n, that will be n. So we'll get n minus 1 multiplication n divided by 2. After simplification, we will get n square minus n divided by 2, or we can write n square by 2 minus n by 2. Approximately this will be n square, so we can write it is theta of n square. For this, running time will be theta of n square. So we found for uniqueness algorithm, running time is theta of n square. Let's discuss next example, matrix multiplication. 2n cross n array is given, let A and B. C will be their dot product or scalar product. So we can write C equals to A multiplication B or A dot B, that is for dot product. Where Cij equals to A of I0 multiplication B of 0j of 2A of Ik multiplication B of kj of 2A of In minus 1 multiplication B n minus 1j for every pair 0 less than equals to I, j less than equals to n minus 1. Let me show a example of matrix multiplication that you can understand this formula. Let A is a 2 cross 2 array, it contains 1, 2, 3, 4, and B is another array that contains 5, 6, 7, 8. Both are 2 cross 2, then only you can do the multiplication. Number of rows should be equals to number of column, then only you can do the multiplication. And C will be A multiplication B. So C will be 1 multiplication 5 plus 2 multiplication 7, and here 1 multiplication 6 plus 2 multiplication 8. Here it will be 3 multiplication 5 plus 4 multiplication 7. Here it will be 3 multiplication 6 plus 4 multiplication 8. Let me write the position that you can understand. Here it is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Here it is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Now C 0, 0 will be, this one is 0, 0, 5 is 0, 0, that is B of 0, 0. Then this 2 is 0, 1, and 7 is 1, 0. Here this one is 0, 0, 6 is 0, 1, and 2 is 0, 1, and 8 is 1, 1. So let me write C 0, 1. Here 0 is I and 1 is j. So we can write A of I0 means A of 0, 0, then B of 0j. 0j means 0, 1. Here n is 2. So we'll just do 2 addition. A of I is for 0, n minus 1 is 2, so it will be 1. A of 0, 1, B of n minus 1 is for 1, and j is 1. Now just check here, A of 0, 0, yes, B of 0, 1, yes, then A of 0, 1, B of 1, 1. We multiply according to this formula. Let me write the algorithm for matrix multiplication. Two matrices given A and B. Now for I 0 to n minus 1, do For j 0 to n minus 1 do Cij is 0 0. Then for k 0 to n minus 1 do Cij will be Cij plus Aik multiplication Bkj and return C. So this C will contain the multiplication and here basic operation is this. So now we'll analyze this algorithm. There are three for loop, that's why there will be three sigma symbol, three sum. So sum of I range from 0 to n minus 1 for first for loop, then sum of j 0 to n minus 1 for second for loop, then sum of k 0 to n minus 1 for third for loop, and here 1 due to one basic operation. This basic operation is executed once for every k. So first we'll evaluate this. We know the formula, it is upper limit minus lower limit plus 1. Upper limit is n minus 1, lower limit is 0 plus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 will be cancelled, we'll get n. Now this n is a constant, we can take this n into left side. After taking left side, we'll get sum of j equals to 0 to n minus 1, 1. And after evaluating here, we'll get n. So now from this we'll also get n. So for this value will be n. Previously another n is given, n multiplication n will get n square. And there is another sum left. So we can take this n square as a constant, we can take into left side, and for this value will be also n. We know I equals to 0 to n minus 1, 1. It will be n minus 1 minus 0 plus 1. It will be n. Previously n square is given, n square multiplication n will get nq. So running time will be theta of nq, or we can write O of nq. So for matrix multiplication, running time will be theta of nq. I discussed three examples of analyzing non-recursive algorithm using the summation formula that we can apply only this type of for loop. These are the Pascal for loop that only increase by 1. But in C language, there are different variation of for loop. All for loop we cannot apply in some formats. That's why in next lecture I will discuss how we can analyze non-recursive algorithm using frequency count method. This method we can apply to limited type of for loop, but that frequency count method you can apply to every type of for loop. If this lecture is helpful for you, please like and subscribe. Thank you.